As protests continue throughout the Middle East, the State Department issued a warning today to U.S. citizens in Egypt, citing that the embassy has credible information suggesting terrorist interests in targeting U.S. female missionaries in Egypt. Joining me now, Congressman Keith Ellison, who has been a vocal advocate for continued engagement in the region despite the protests. Congressman, it's great to see you again. Thank you so much for coming in. Where do we stand now? There's a lot of criticism as to how the administration responded in the initial days, first saying that this was simply protests in response to the video. Now, clearly, terrorism, Defense Secretary Panetta said that again today, and terrorism with connections to al-Qaeda affiliate groups.
Well, I think that the administration's been doing a good job, actually. I mean, we're talking about rapidly unfolding events, and of course, people want answers and they want them now. And so I think that the White House has been doing a good job at giving the best available information and also managing the crisis. Here's the thing. What really is going on throughout the region is the counter-revolutionaries are asserting themselves. And I think the president is wise to stick with the people who really fought to end the dictatorship and the authoritarianism, and to stand with those leaders like the leader of Tunisia, even Mohamed Morsi, Yemen, others who are saying, look, we're going to stay the course in terms of democratization. But it is a process, and there will be good days and there will be bad days, and we shouldn't shake or take our eyes off the real prize, which is to have a free democratic region.
And here in New York today, in meetings around the United Nations sessions, Hillary Clinton talked about the challenges that remain in these countries because they don't get resolved overnight as these new democracies try to take shape. Let's watch.
That's right.
In Tunisia, Egypt, and Libya, people rose up against their dictators because they were fed up with governments that served the interests of a few at the expense of everyone else. But economic and social challenges did not disappear with the dictators.
So what do you say to senators like Rand Paul and other Republicans who now want to cut off all aid to any of the countries where there were protests, despite bipartisan opposition by some of his colleagues in the Senate Foreign Relations Committee?
I say don't panic. Don't be afraid. Stay the course and understand that what we really need is deeper engagement. I mean, for example, you know, we need to increase the number of Fulbrights in all these countries. Bring students over here so they can learn how we do business. Send students there. I mean, one of the great developments of the Arab Spring is that we started a Peace Corps mission in Tunisia, and we should have more. We should make sure that we need to look for ways to deepen the engagement and strengthen the forces of democracy, and to not blink just because some radical extremist violent people want to chase us out. Never forget, Osama bin Laden said he wanted to do a great provocation on the U.S., and it would be spectacular, and then hope that our reaction would cause a lot of collateral damage, which then he would message to say that America's at war with Islam. America's not at war with Islam. We are at war with people who kill our ambassadors, but we really need to make sure that the people of the region know that we're on the side of human rights and democracy, and we're not going to abandon them to extreme elements that would really try to replace a secular dictatorship with a religious one. We need to stay on the side of the people, and that's the overwhelming majority of people.
Congressman Ellison, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.